What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 3 of my Ultimate Ironman series. This episode, I'm going to be mainly progressing on wood cutting, fire making, maybe cooking and fishing a little bit. But we're going to mainly be targeting fire making and wood cutting for Wintertod. And then that's going to be the process. Maybe finish some quests in the process and start working on the looting bag because I've never really messed with the looting bag, so I want to learn some of the mechanics with it. Finish out some Intrana quests maybe, so I don't have to worry about dropping anything in my inventory. Um, and yeah, that's about it. So we're gonna start doing that, and we'll see how that goes. Thanks for coming. All right, so first off, we're gonna start off with a monk's friend quest. I believe it's gives us 2,000 woodcutting experience, so that's gonna put us right from 1 to 14, and then we'll just need to cut down a couple more normal trees to get to 15, and then we'll start doing oaks, and we'll power through these woodcutting and fire making levels and get to Wintertod. No other quest is like this. You just, bing, complete the quest. This one's got balloons. They're dancing. I don't know why that's the only quest they did like that. Whatever. There is Monk's Friend done. 1 to 13 woodcutting, just about 14. And we're going to get to 15, and I'm going to start AFKing woodcutting, and we'll see what happens from there. Right, here is 15 woodcutting. Very nice. We're going to start cutting down some oak trees and work our way towards 30, 35, and then we'll jump over to AFKing teaks, burning those and pushing both to 50. We also have to do fletching because I don't want to go to Wintertod with no fletching, so that's a must as well. I also have the capability at work sometimes to AFK, so if you don't see any clips of me leveling up, that's most likely why. Right, so we've been AFK training for quite some time now. Just got done with teaks, and I came over to oaks to get some fletching levels as well. And this should give me 20 fletching, and then this should give me my goal of 50 fire making. You now enter Wintertod Prison. So that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna try to do some quests where I can empty my inventory because as of right now, I don't have anything in my inventory besides a lamp, which I should probably use the lamp, but you have to use it on something over level 30. So I'm gonna think about that for a couple more minutes. But besides that, I don't really have anything in my inventory I want to keep. So now seems like the time I should actually do those quests. So I figured by getting some of this stuff out of the trees, like the bird nests and the seeds, they'd be worth something at the general store. But it turns out nothing is worth anything besides the bird's nest. Honestly, aren't that bad. Give me like 500 something GP. The ring, I know I could probably sell in Port Sarim for more, but I ain't trying to walk all the way over there. And then these are worth absolutely nothing. So I don't know if I should try to get feathers and get some more fletching XP or what, but I could probably just sell this diamond. I don't think I need it for anything. Hold on to it for a couple more minutes, see if I need it. But I'm going to start some quests. All right, so I've decided to start grinding out some of these easy members and free-to-play quests just to try to get some either GP or early experience in some of these low skills. And it's going to seem like a few seconds for you guys, but it's going to be a couple hours for me. I'm not going to lie, this new quest helper is overpowered as shit. I know I said in the first episode that I didn't want to use it because it makes questing too easy, but as an Ultimate Ironman, I feel like item requirements are like a huge uh, downfall, I guess you could say, because you can only fit so many items in your inventory. It's hard to get some of the items, but this shows you exactly what you need, recommends the items you need, and it tells you if you have to fight anything. And if you don't use it, I would 100% use it. It's on Runelight. That is the completion of a Client of Current. So I got 2 lamps and the favor certificate, and I believe I'm gonna put the 2 lamps in herb lore. I think that's where I'm gonna go. Yeah, I might as well. 7, and then with this, maybe we get to 10. Hey, nice, very nice. 10 herb lore on the account, and then For favor, I believe the best is going to be Piscarelius. We've just completed the Dwarf Cannon quest. That is the end of the Hazel Cult. Murder Mystery completed. And that finishes Prince of Alia. I gotta say, that quest, still to this day, is horrible. And the completion of Dork's quest. And that's the completion of a Black Knight's Fortress. Our cash stack is looking thick. We still need to go get our 10k from the stronghold, but so far so good. Made it out to the iron bar spawn. Got my 2 iron bars for the Knight Sword quest. And no PKers in sight. I mean, there's a bear trying to grab my cheeks right now, but if the bear could not, that'd be great. Turns out I had to get 10 cooking to cook my red berry pies, so we'll see if these bad boys burn or what. Good thing I got 3. All right, moment of truth. Please don't burn them all. No. Oh, thank God. Hey, nice. 2 out of 3. That is the completion of the Knight Sword. Jumping instantly from 1 to 29 smithing. I've come to the realization that early game items don't really mean anything. I was holding on to some items for a long period of time because I thought maybe that they were going to become some use in the near future. But most of those items in my inventory didn't really mean anything to me, and I was selling them off, and I realized that I can get most of those tools back. I can get all those tools back. I can get most of those items back relatively quickly. I was trying to save items to prevent myself from having to walk the extra 20 steps. I don't want to be playing like that. If I have to walk an extra 20 steps to get an item, so be it. If I need to get rid of it to do something, then so be it. I'll do it. I want to be able to do Intrana quests. I want to be able to do everything without having to worry about dying and retrieving my stuff that I don't even need to begin with. So I decided to sell everything I have. I want to do a little strategy that I watched Mudkip do. If you haven't watched him, I would suggest, if you are an Ultimate Ironman follower or fan, watch Mudkip for God's sakes. But if you have not watched his series, at this stage of the game, he goes to train prayer in a very, I would say, a high IQ spot. He goes to the Chaos Altar, collecting big bones, and walking back to train his prayer all the way to 43, which gives him every protection prayer, which I feel like is probably one of the highest IQ things I've seen. So I'm going to follow in the man's footsteps, do the same thing, and then from there, I will continue with some Intrana quests, get some quests done that require inventory space, and then make my way to Wintertop. That's my plan. Hopefully it works out. So I figured now was better time than any to grab my 10k and of course the one and only colorful boots. Fancy boots. Look at those bad boys. This is my first time doing this new beehive event, and I gotta say, this is 100 times better being able to drag and drop rather than having to move it over and everything with the old controls. That was 100 times easier. Now let's see if we can get the outfit. Ooh. Oh shit, we got a controversy here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll with the fancy boots. And we don't have our house up and running yet, and we need the full outfit, so they gotta take the L. That's the completion of Goblin Diplomacy. So when completing the Observatory quest, there is, I believe, 12 possibilities that you could get, and I believe 4 of them can give either attack, strength, defense, or HP, XP. And I was lucky enough to get Libra, which I believe should only get me a few Law Runes and a Sapphire, if I'm correct. And not go up an HP level, please. Cross your fingers. Beautiful. Yes, that is what I needed. 21 crafting and uncut sapphire and 3 Law Runes. Now we can go complete Elemental Workshop Part 1. So after my little epiphany there, I decided to power out a couple more quests and get some more things done before wrapping up this episode. I got some things I'm going to sell to the general store. I don't know how much more GP it'll make me. I'm going to stash this GP, drop the arrow shafts, keep the untradables, make my way to the wilderness, start picking up bones, start getting up that prayer level, and then I'm going to be pursuing the construction grind and then making my way to Wintertog. That is going to wrap up this episode. Thank you all for watching, and see you guys next time.